Hi, I'm Antony Zacharias. I'm the author of Mastering Long Exposure Photography. Today's a short tutorial on how to capture light trails in your photographs. Light trails can add a dynamic element to your photographs. Seemingly endless supply of moving lights from traffic or other objects can help turn a static image into something more compelling. As this technique will require long exposure times, it is essential that the camera is fixed onto a stable tripod and a remote release is used to trigger the shutter. This helps keep any unwanted movement of the camera to a minimum. Each scene will require its own particular settings, but a good starting point is to dial in at around 5 seconds at f11 with the lowest ISO that you can comfortably use on your camera. If this is too bright, then reduce the shutter time or increase the aperture slightly, but bear in mind that this will affect the depth of field in the image. I find that using the bulb mode in the camera together with the remote release makes it easier to trigger the shutter for particular waves or flow of traffic or lights. The best time to capture light trails is right after the sun sets, when there is still a little light left in the sky and the street lighting has just come on. This allows you to capture a little more detail in the sky and the overall scene. Bear in mind that as with most night photography, lens flare can be an issue when shooting bright lights. I recommend removing all filters from the front of the camera and using a lens hood if you have one. To capture flowing trails of light, you need to start your exposure before the vehicles enter into the frame. Slower moving traffic will require longer shutter speeds. Bear in mind that it's not always cars that can be used to capture light trails. Consider recording trains, boats on rivers and airplanes at night, for example, to capture a different source of dynamic light trails. Finally, to exaggerate the effect of the light trails, consider taking a number of images without moving the camera and keeping the settings the same. These can then be combined in post-production to boost the spread of brightness in the trails and the final image.